time for a mid-year update. In this episode of Rants and Reviews, we take a look at 2020 so far and chat about how our Goodreads challenge is coming along, the 5 books on our Vow to Read list, the 5 books on our Vow to Reread list, and which books have been our favourite reads so far. Tune in to find out which books we've picked. Okay, what are you currently reading?
Nothing.
Really? Nothing?
I finished Chamber of Secrets last night. I haven't picked up anything else, and I don't really know what I want to read next.
Oh, what are the options?
Either We Were on a Break by Lindsay Kelk, which I think I'm going to go with.
Yeah.
Because the other ones are the other ones on my shelf, on my TBR shelf, that I've been sat there all year, and I just can't bring myself to read them. And I don't know why, because they're big, but they're not that big. Like, it's Queen of Shadows, the 4th Throne of Glass book. Yep. That's on there. And All the Light We Cannot See. Mm-hmm. Is it Anthony Doerr? I think it is.
Something like that.
Yeah, and that was on my Vow to Read last year. So it's literally been on my shelf for like, my TBR shelf for like a year and a half.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I just haven't picked it up. And I didn't know what it was about. And then I picked it up in like a bookshop the other day to actually like read the blurb. I was like, I have this book. What is it about?
What's it about?
And it actually looks good. So I want to read it, but I don't know why I keep avoiding it. Mm-hmm. Maybe because it is like bigger. And We Were on a Break is smaller, so I'm like, hey, I'll read that one.
Yeah.
And then I also have one more on my shelf, which is The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. Mm-hmm. I think I said that with the right words. And I want to read that, and that is small, but I know the story, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do that story right now.
Sure. Yeah. You'll leave it for another time.
Yeah. I think that's why I've left those books, because like I kind of vaguely know what they're about, and I want something a bit more cheerful and YA and
Yeah.
not really that fantasy. Like, I just want some regular people. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Let us know.
I don't know.
Right.
What are you currently reading? Are you actually reading a book?
I am actually reading a book, and I'm nearly finished. I was hoping to just chow through it yesterday, but that didn't happen. I'm currently reading The Name of the Star by Maureen Johnson, and this is like a double whammy for me this year, because we'll talk about it soon, but it's on my reread list for this year, and it also has a map in the front, and that is the July theme for Bloggers Bookshelf Book Club. So it's like a double whammy, and I am enjoying it as much as I did the first time. I think I gave it like 4 or 5 stars the first time. Like, I really liked it. Yeah, partly the reason I wanted to reread it was because I hadn't read the second one, and so I wanted to read that, but couldn't quite remember. Yeah, so it's about this girl called Rory, and she's from Louisiana, but she moves to London, and she goes to this boarding school, and then she starts seeing ghosts, and it's like follows a story of like there's a Jack the Ripper type murderer situation going on, and it follows her and like these other people who can also see ghosts, trying to figure out who the Jack the Ripper equivalent is. So yeah, it's quite good.
Cool.
Quite enjoying it. It's Maureen Johnson, and she's pretty epic. So yeah.
You also reminded me of the Bloggers Bookshelf Book Club, and I was like, oh, I actually did it last month, and I read Twilight. I was like, oh, I could read New Moon.
Oh, you could. I need to reread that this month.
Do if I read New Moon, then I have to read the whole series. Like, it's not just a Twilight thing.
I think you're committed to the whole thing.
And I'm like, I don't know if I want to commit that far, but I also, I don't know, because I was scrolling through Netflix last night looking for something to watch, and it recommended me Eclipse. I'm like, oh, I could watch that, but then like I want to read it again. But I also rewatched. My words are not working. I also rewatched Twilight like recently before I read the book, which is a bad.
Okay. Yeah, that's weird. All right.
So I don't know. Maybe I'll just watch the movies. But like, obviously the movies aren't as good as the book. But I don't know. So that's another one to add to the mix of what I could be reading next.
You have options.
I have many options.
I think you have options. Yeah.
I have many, many books. Speaking of many, many books, how many books have you read this year?
So My Goodreads challenge goal was for 60, and I normally only do 50, and I put it up to 60 this year because last year and the previous year I went way past 50. So I was like, well, 60 it is. So as per today, I think the book I'm reading is book 33.
Is that on schedule?
I think. It is. So I am 50. If I'm on book 33, I'm 53% way through the challenge. But that was a couple of days ago. Hang on. Reading challenge. Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm reading number 33 at the moment. I am 53% through my challenge. So I am on track, and we're good.
That's good.
I feel like I think by this time last year I had read more books. I think this year's been quite slow for reading, which is annoying because I put up my Goodreads challenge. And a lot of the books that I've read this year have been quite small and sort of comic or graphic novel type books. So if you took all those away, I'm doing quite badly this year, I think.
Well, I'd rather we didn't take away graphic novels because then that puts my thing down really bad.
Yeah, see?
Because I got 50, because I'm not brave, and I didn't want to put mine up. And I'm on...
Yeah, wise.
I've just finished 28.
Okay, nice.
But, yeah, so I was doing really badly some part through COVID lockdown, and I, read one book in, a month. I think it was May. It was May. I read, one book, and then June I had, 6 books to go to get back up to my thing. And I made it. I'm apparently 2 books ahead of schedule now, but 3 of them are 3 volumes of Heartstopper. So,
oh yeah. Well, I definitely included those last year. So
technically they're books, and it's fine. Technically, I read them in a day, but who cares? It's fine.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
No, they counted.
If you can tick them off Goodreads. Yeah.
And so it got me back up to schedule, which I'm happy with because I was really worried I was not going to finish things at all.
Yeah.
Yes. So hopefully that's a sign that I will finish.
Yeah.
As long as things don't go badly. That's why I think I've been put off reading the bigger, chunkier, and slightly depressing books.
Yeah.
Because I'm I don't want to be stuck on one book a month kind of thing again.
Yeah.
I'm a bit weary of that.
My problem as well. Yeah.
So I'm give me the easy ones.
The short ones that are going to boost your challenge a little.
Not necessarily short, just happy and easy to read. Yeah.
Easy to read.
Yes. Like the Chamber of Secrets, which I just finished.
Yeah, nice. I need to read that.
Yeah, it's my least favorite book, so it was a little bit harder to get through because it's yeah. But I think it was good. It was good, and I enjoyed looking at the pictures that I haven't seen before because I don't allow myself to look into them until I've actually read them.
Oh, that's so good. This is the illustrated version by Jim Kay.
Yeah,
I am the opposite. As soon as I get them for Christmas, I'm okay, bye everyone, and just let me flick through all the pages. I need to see them.
No, I can't let myself do that. I have so technically I would have got this
2 years ago?
3 years ago? Yeah, 3 years ago, because we had an extra year in between Goblet of Fire. Yeah. So 3 years ago, and I finally just read it. And finally looked at the pictures. But it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
I really... The whole part of the Chamber of Secrets section is written on black with white text. I'm struggling so much.
Yeah.
It's no, I'm glad I was doing this during the day and not at night. That is bad design, Jim Kay, but...
Right. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Looks cool, but practically...
Yeah, I really struggle with the design of these books. Just...
Yeah.
But the pictures are pretty.
Yeah, at least it's not every
They're not
single
my favorite
page.
illustration type, but they're pretty.
Yeah. Okay, so every year we pick 5 books that we vow to read with Bloggers Bookshelf, and we talk about them at the beginning of the year as well. So what were your 5, and how are you doing?
Okay, so I had Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare, Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell, Bridge of Clay by Marcus Sousa. Always say it stupidly. It's I don't know how to pronounce it. Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, and Call the Midwife by I can't remember.
Good. All right.
And I have read 4 of those.
Whoa, nice.
I only have Bridge of Clay by our wee Marcus left to go. And it is on my Kindle. I have it. I
totally just remembered something else I'm reading.
You're reading something else?
I'm reading something else. As soon as you said Kindle, I was like, I'm reading something on my Kindle, but because I'm not like reading it all the time, like I've literally read like 2 chapters. But that is Shadow of Night by Deborah Harkness, which is the second book in the Discovery of Witches series.
Yep.
And I really, really enjoyed the first one, and the TV show that was out like maybe 2 years ago, maybe last year. I think they did a really good job on it. And so I think the next series is coming out next year, maybe. And so I was like, okay, well, I have to read that. And it was, so it's on my Kindle, and that's also what I'm reading. But like, because I'm not reading it all the time, I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
So anyway, also that, back to you.
So yes, I have Bridge of Clay to go. It's on my Kindle. I can do it whenever. I just haven't got to it. It's one of those books that are a little bit big, not that happy, if I remember correctly. I can't really remember what it's about, but I feel like it's not happy because, you know, it's Marcus.
Yeah.
But I do love his writing, so we'll see. I will get there. I will definitely do it by the end of the year. Because I'm not letting myself fall short when I'm in July and I've done 4.
No, you can't. You have to win this year.
I can do it.
There's no way.
I can do it. Even if it means I have to go and buy the actual book because the Kindle is just not wanting me to read it.
Yeah, totally.
But yes, how are you doing?
So I vowed to read A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, The Near Witch by Victoria Schwab, The Vanishing Deep by Astrid Schult, Loki, Where Mischief Lies by Mackenzie Lee, and The Hand on the Wall by Maureen Johnson. I have read 3, which
isn't bad for you.
No, I know. Thank you. I was just going to say, I'm quite proud because normally I get to kind of like September and I'm like, oh, buddy, I've read 1. So far, I just haven't read A Court of Mist and Fury, don't hate me, and Loki, Where Mischief Lies. But Loki is one of the books I want to read next. But like we were just saying before, it's a lot bigger than a couple of the others I have on my next kind of pile.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and I also want to reread Twilight because I haven't done that yet, and I need to read that before Midnight Sun comes out, and it comes out like imminently.
Next month?
So, yeah. It's quite soon. So, yeah. But doing remarkably well for myself, I think.
Do you think you'll make
3?
it?
I think I will. Because if I can read Loki this month, what day is it today? Okay, we're like
Sunday.
halfway through July.
Oh, you mean the date?
The date. The
11th?
We're like halfway through
12th.
July. Yes. So this will come out on the 18th. And halfway through, I reckon I can do Loki. And then I just have 1 more. So, you know, doable.
Doable.
Hopefully.
Yes.
I mean, it is doable. Whether I do it or not is a whole other matter. But we're over halfway. So that's fine. I feel like I'm on track with that.
You're over halfway in your thing. That's good.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
How about you, Val, to rereads?
Yeah, well, as well as the 5 we picked to vow to read, we try and reread 5 books per year that we really like. So on my vow to reread list, I have Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, The Name of the Star by Maureen Johnson, Dark Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell and Faith Erin Hicks, and Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. And Fangirl was one that was on my last year's to reread list, and I did not reread it. So far, I'm just reading, I've read 1, and I'm not even finished 1.
Oh, no.
And that's The Name of the Star, because I'm currently reading that. Yeah, but I have plans, you see. So the Bloggers Bookshelf book club theme for October is reread a book you previously gave 5 stars to. And so I'm hoping to read A Darker Shade of Magic.
Oh, okay.
No, A Darker Shade of Magic. But I'm also planning to read Pumpkinheads in October as well because, you know, October, Halloween, fall, even though it's spring here. So at least I'll read at least those 2 in October. I feel like Fangirl is the one that I'm not going to get to again.
No, you can't.
I know. So, yeah. But it might have to be like a wait till summer and I can just sit outside for a day and just read it.
Yeah.
Because I really do love the book, and I really want to reread it. Yeah. So 1.
Okay.
Not even 1.
Well, I'm going to show you up.
Oh, please do. Yeah.
So my 5 was Fangirl by Ray Morrell, Mythos by Stephen Fry, Hunger Games by
Susan Collins.
Yes, her.
Yeah.
Chamber of Secrets
Nice.
by unknown person.
Yes.
Curious Instant of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon, I think it is.
Yeah.
And I have read 4 and a
You've read like all of those.
4 and a third.
Oh my gosh. I'm so impressed.
So I am currently a third through Mythos, but I haven't read it for like 2 months, but it's sitting on my bedside table, but you know, you can come back to that.
But that's like a pick up and go away and come back to.
So I feel like with 2/3 left of that, I can do that by the end of the year, and I can easily do my 5.
Yeah, that's amazing. How many, do you remember how many you did last year? In 2019?
I can check, because I'm pretty sure I have a notes with it in.
I think I did only 2, so apparently I'm not very good at this.
Oh, going back to the start of the year, apparently I started a 2020 book notes list, and I was writing all these reviews, and I got to, like, February.
Yeah. And that's it.
Yeah. Okay, books to read, books to reread. I read 3 last year, reread 3 last year out of 5, and read 4 out of 5, which that 5th one was All the Lights We Cannot See, which I have already discussed.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm doing better than last year, and it's only July, so
I think I'm doing just as badly as last year, so you know, you lose some, you lose some.
well, you've still got like 6 months to go, really.
I do. Yeah.
You have faith in yourself.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna do it. I'm gonna be really disappointed in myself if I can't do it.
You know what? We're all gonna be disappointed if you can't do it now.
I literally have a book and 2/3 to go to finish both of the lists. That's it.
That's amazing.
Maybe I should just read Richard Clay next and then just get it over and done with.
Maybe.
Oh, but I don't feel like
You
that.
sound like it's a chore. Yeah.
It just, the type of book
It's a
it
big
is,
book,
it just
eh?
feels like a chore. And it's like, it's not a chore because it's a book. And I like reading. And I like his writing. And I like this type of books. It's just, it's a big book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And if it's on your Kindle, then it feels bigger, I think,
Yeah.
for some reason.
It feels
'Cause
like
you
they
can't
take
see where the
forever.
end is.
Oh, I hate that. I hate the fact that you
hate it.
can't tell, even though it tells you like 50% through, you can't like see it.
You can't feel it. I
close the
know.
book and you're like there.
Yeah. And I can't even track you. So you know how I am also reading, what did I say it was called? Shadow of Night? I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it is. I have the physical book of that. But I also have it on my Kindle. But the version I've got on my Kindle is 3 books in 1.
Oh.
So it's the middle book. So not only did I have to find the beginning of the second book, having already read the first one, I can't like track where I am because
no.
Kindle's like, oh yep, you're 30% through, but you're 30% through 3 books or whatever, or 38%.
I know the feeling. The Harry
And
Potter
I can't
books
even
I have
judge
on
how to do that.
on my Kindle, I have all 7 in one thing.
Oh, see, how do you do that?
I did.
So I'm like, well, I'm
can't.
just going to have to not track this and then just click finished reading when I'm finished reading. But that's so depressing.
That's what I normally do, to be honest. I forget to update it.
I like to like pop in and like just be like, don't worry, you guys, I am actually reading this. If anybody cares.
No, I no one cares about mine. Although you care, you like it. So no, to be honest, some people like it.
I'm like, oh good, Sophie is reading. We will have things to talk about on our podcast.
Yeah, some random person
Yeah.
liked my update for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So, you know,
Oh, there we go.
sure.
At least 2 of us care.
Yeah, Erin likes my things.
Oh, good.
A lot of random people do. I'm like, how do you see my thing? Anyway.
Do they follow you?
No, I don't think so.
Goodreads?
I don't know. I don't really...
There's not like a public page where you just see everybody in the world, right?
No, I don't
There can't
think
be, 'cause
so.
that's heaps.
I don't really know how Goodreads works, other than I just update my books and my books are there. I don't really know how the friends thing works.
Neither.
I mean,
But if you want to follow our reviews, you can find us both on Goodreads.
I don't even post my reviews to Goodreads.
Not reviews though, but you can just like
You can
follow
see
what we're
my
reading
star.
and
Yeah, you
stuff.
can see how many stars
Yeah.
I give them.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm really selling my page.
Yeah, it's a good time over on Goodreads. I always wish when I'm on Goodreads, like just updating a book or adding something or whatever, I always wish that you could do more on Goodreads. Like, I don't know what it would be.
Yeah.
But I get excited by the concept, and then I'm like, okay, well, I've done what I need to do. I'm out.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know?
All I know is I really hate their stupid emails that email you as soon as you finish a book. It's like, you finished this book? I'm like, yes, I know. I updated you like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, I told you this, Goodreads. Don't, like, bring it back on me. You can probably turn that off.
Can you turn that off?
Well, I don't know. You must be able to turn off, like, just generic email notifications. Right?
I don't know. I will look at this after because
okay, cool.
we have a podcast to record.
You're getting distracted, yeah. Okay, so what have been a couple of your favourite books so far? We're halfway through the year.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure these are the only ones I've given 5 stars to. Because I quickly scrolled through this morning.
Yeah.
But I have a top 3 of The Hand in the Wall by Maureen Johnson.
Nice, yep.
Which was excellent, which was great. Totally recommend the series.
So good.
Great finale. The Switch by Beth O'Leary,
Nice.
which is no surprises because The Flat Share was my favourite book of the year last year. So it's not related, it's just by the same person.
Yeah, and it's not like a Freaky Friday switcheroo.
No. I mean, technically you could say it is, but they don't go into each other's bodies.
Yeah. Which
They
is
switch
what I
everything
definitely
else.
thought it was.
Yes, they even switch like each other's phones. Like the grandma gives the grandchild her like block brick
Oh my
phone,
gosh,
and then in return she gets the iPhone that she doesn't know how to work.
Yeah.
It's great. Totally recommend it. It's awesome. And then my third one is the Heartstopper series.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
you
the
know,
whole
all
series.
3 and whatever else is on the line.
Yeah.
Because I read that in like a day, and that was great.
Yeah.
And I still have the first one here to return to the library, even though I've had it for 2 weeks and I read it on the first day.
Nice. Yeah. Classic. So if anybody else wants that, you can't have it yet.
No. Oh, I feel bad now. But fun fact, we're getting a new library.
Yay, really?
Well, not like a new, like it's just another
A functioning
smaller library,
library,
but it's closer to my work, so I can now go at lunchtime.
Ah, good.
Instead of having to go to the one near my house after work, if you get me.
Yeah.
So I now have 2, like, one close to work, one close to my house, but which is going to be a real pain because you have to, like, return the books to the same library you
Oh, that's so
got
annoying.
them in. So, like, it's kind of good, but kind of not.
Yeah.
And also, fun fact is my new office, which I don't know if we're ever going to move into because, you know, COVID happened and building work stopped, is on the same street as the new library.
Ah,
So
look
it
at
will
that.
literally be like just a few doors down from my new office if we ever move into there. So that's fun.
Wow, that is fun.
Just a little tangent there, but
I wish I was walking distance
Heartstopper,
from a
great.
library.
Yes,
Amazing.
yeah. So your top 3 or 5?
Yeah, well, I have 5 kind of top ones, but I can narrow it down to 3. The Hand on the Wall by Maureen Johnson. Again, like you said, amazing. The Toll by Neil Shusterman. I read this early January, so it just sneaks in. The Vanishing Deep by Astrid Schultz was really cool. Really enjoyed that one. I really like her writing. So she did read, but she also wrote Four Dead Queens, which came out last year as well. Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. My Cassandra Clare book for this year. Chain of Gold. Freaking huge. Like, so big. But you guys know how big they are, so.
I just can't get round to those. They're just...
It was so big, but I actually really enjoyed this one more so than the whole past series. So, yeah.
That's good.
And I also really liked The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid this year.
Interesting.
Yeah. I wasn't sure
That's also on my Kindle.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. But then Erin, raved about it on Blogger's Bookshelf. And so I was like, perfect. All right, I'm going to... Why did I read this because it had a number in the title. And that's what we did for maybe May or June, maybe May's Blogger's Bookshelf book club. But yeah.
Everybody's raved about it.
Yeah, I really liked it. Definitely
like,
not what I would
it, and it's
normally
on
read.
my thing. And I feel like I've read like the first few pages and decided not to continue.
Okay,
But
I feel like
that
the
was
first
on
2 pages
holiday.
aren't actually the story.
That might have been it. I don't know. I was
Yeah.
on holiday and it was more of a, this needs to hook me now because I need to read a book.
Yeah,
And if it's not going to hook me, I'm going to move on to something else.
Yeah, nice.
And come back to you later. And I haven't come back to it later because that was 9 months ago.
That was one. Yeah. Yeah, I think the first couple of, or like the first chapter maybe, is, so it's about one girl who goes and interviews Evelyn Hugo, and the story is basically Evelyn Hugo retelling her life to this, like, reporter. So the first and the last bit are kind of in real time, and then everything else is in the past in chunks of her life.
Yep.
Definitely not a book that I would normally pick up or read or enjoy. But I think I gave it 4 stars. So really enjoyed that one.
Well, there you go.
I know.
Now you need to branch out.
I know. Well, I then read Daisy Jones and the Six, also by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Didn't love it as much. However, I'm told that I shouldn't have read it and I should have listened to the audiobook because apparently that's amazing because it's like written in transcript form. So like there's no plot, there's no prose. Yeah. So it's literally just like Sophie : today I went to the shop. Anjali : me too. You know, next person.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it's like that the whole way through. And so you get the story through these interviews. So while the story was good, it was quite difficult to kind of read, and you lost a lot of emotion in the story just because of how it was formatted. But apparently because in the audiobook every character is a completely different voice, apparently it's really good. So if you're looking for an interesting audiobook, apparently that one, Daisy Jones and the Six.
I might try that at some point in the future.
Yeah.
When I get around to it.
Maybe next year.
Maybe, because that is also on my Kindle. But
yeah.
Many, many, many things on my Kindle that I forget are there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. Anything fun?
Anything fun
from the 6 months of reading? Other than the fact that Heartstopper made me want to like write my own webcomic.
Yes. You should do that.
Yeah. So many projects. It's on my like list of things I want to do.
Yeah. Webcomic.
But we'll see if I ever actually get there.
You just need some like fun characters that inspire you.
Yeah, because like I have this book that I started writing probably when I was about like 15 or 16. And I've never got it past like the first 2 chapters.
Yeah.
But I feel like it would be really good as like a webcomic.
Oh, cool.
But it's also based on Greek gods and goddesses. So I feel like it will just be like a copy of Lore Olympus. And I'm like, I don't want that to happen.
No.
But like, I have these characters.
Yeah.
And I have this plot line. But it does involve like humans. So technically it could be different. But I think if I did start on this thing, I might go with that storyline and see where it goes.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm going to become rich and famous and everybody's going to love it.
Well,
Probably
you never know.
Never know, but I feel like I need more time to dedicate it to it for that.
Yeah.
Speaking of Lore Olympus, though, it's back next month.
Nice. Whoop, whoop. I need to catch up.
I don't know when in August, but... Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. That's not the one I want. I started reading another one on Webtoons, and it's weird, and I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm like 20-something episodes in.
Oh, you're persevering.
Yeah. Because I just wanted something else to read, because I finished Lore Olympus for now, and I finished Heartstopper, and Lore Olympus will return to 2.
Nice.
Cool. So we'll have a new season.
Woohoo!
Have you caught up yet?
No, I have not. And I need to do that.
It doesn't take long.
No.
There's only 115 episodes.
Yeah, and I think I got like a decent chunk through.
It should be like blurred out, like not like grayed out from where you've read it and stuff.
Okay, but like how many pages back do I have to go?
I don't know. It depends how far through you are.
I know. Maybe it hasn't like sank. with my tablet because I read it on my tablet.
Oh.
Anyway, I don't even know.
Oh well. You should finish it.
It was a nice
idea. And then you'll
idea.
be up to date.
I'm at least up to number 31 because I remember that.
Oh, I wish I could read it again for the first time.
It's so cute.
You wait.
Okay, cool.
Not going to give any spoilers, but you wait.
All right.
I think that's all for 2020 so far.
Yeah, I think that is all.
Well, that's fun. Have you guys made any Valta reads? How are you doing? As good as me?
Yeah. Or as bad as me. Because seriously, it's bad, you guys.
You can do it.
Yeah, I can, but will I? It's the ultimate question. Find out December 31st.
Yep. When we make our new Valta reads.
Yes.
Who knows what I'll put
For
on
another
that.
year. Will Fangirl make it to next year?
Oh, I really hope you make it. How far are you through with your reading challenge? Did you make a Valta reads list this year along with us? How are you going with those? Let us know via social media. Our Twitter is @rantsandreviews and our Instagram is @rantsandreviewspod. Don't forget you can also check out the show notes for this episode and all our previous episodes over on our website, rantsandreviewspod.blogspot.com. Until next time, happy reading!